It's your boy Vic. Now today I'm bringing you my Diagramless Pure True Draco deck profile. Also guys, I'd like to say, finally hit 61 subscribers. I'm freaking stoked. Thank you guys so much for the support. And just so I could say this, get this out the way. I apologize for people that expect me to bring better deck profiles of my own, but I am working on a budget. I mentioned that in almost the majority of my videos, that most of my deck profiles are budget deck profiles. All my decks are decks that I work off of my own money. Nobody helps me get any of my cards. Everything that I get is out of my pure blood, sweat, and tears. But I am working on trying to get better cards so I can give you guys the deck profiles that you guys want. Also, I'm working on my boy Cool Cuz's deck profile that I want to get done for him. It's not his deck profile, but it's a deck profile I want to get of somebody else's so I can get done for him. I'm going to be doing a Googie deck profile eventually. I know exactly the person I want to talk to about that. I'm bringing me and my boy E-Man. We're going to be doing the deck by deck profile sometime soon. But that's in the makings, guys, because I know that everybody's been requesting my boy E-Man's Despot deck profile, links with 33. I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on getting a competitive True Draco deck profile done, because mine is pretty competitive. It's just without the diagrams. It's a diagramless build because the diagrams are pretty expensive. I'm going to be getting an Agenda FTK build deck profile done eventually also, but this is just me giving you guys heads up on what big projects I'm gonna be working on. Also, I'm working on things in the making with my one friend. Eventually we're gonna be doing more box openings for you guys, that way you guys can see our pull ratios on what we can get and whatnot, because right now so far it's just me doing this. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get into this deck profile. Alrighty, guys. To start this off, the king himself, Masterpiece. I apologize about that. There you go. 2 Masterpiece of True Draco Slaying Kings. He's a boss. He is a tough card to get around. Hands down, anybody that's faced a True Draco deck that is really competitive, you already know this is a very tough card to get around. Yes, I finally got my second Masterpiece. This is why I'm doing my deck profile now. Because working with one Masterpiece, that was real hard, especially when you're playing a True Draco deck. If they get around one Masterpiece, that's real tough. If they get around one Masterpiece and you still got one on board, you're still ready to go, ready to put in the juice on them, you know what I'm saying? But now, continuing on. 3, Mariamne, the True Draco Phoenix. She's a savage, hands down. If you find a way to pop her, or they get rid of her for whatever reason, you gotta search another True Draco or True King card. You're most likely gonna be searching for another Masterpiece, or one of the pieces that you just want to keep going on with. That's completely up to you. All my deck profiles, guys, they're just of my deck profiles, of my decks. You do with them as you please, build them however you want, but this is just of my builds. 1 Dreet the Third, the True Draco Cavalry General. He's pretty savage, especially for the fact that, he's got a 2800D, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty bossy. If he gets destroyed for any reason, he's also good because you get a special summon True Draco, True King monster from your deck and defense position. So that's real good, guys. That's real good. I just love Dreet the Third. That's why I put him in here. I personally am running 2 Majesty Maiden, the True Draco caster. I love her. She searches out your other True Draco pieces, but in my build, I'm running a lot of other cards. That way, it's a lot more fluid, in my opinion, of my deck, the way I play, of my style. At 2, I don't draw too much of her, and it also gives me a chance to get other cards that I need. But now a newer card to throw in here. Everybody already knows what this is. Mono Iwado. Bruh, this stops effects, period. You summon him, you cannot hand trap him, nothing. He stops it. He says no. He is a big wall. You can't go over that wall. He says no. No to effects. No to monster effects, period. Like, in all honesty, he's just savage. And then 2, Blue Boy. Because I'm running the spellbook engine. More draw power. You really want more draw power, like, regardless, in my opinion. I am also working on finishing on getting the pieces needed for my evoked engine. So stay tuned, guys, because once I finish my evoked engine and getting my invocations and my Mechabuzz, I'm going to be doing a True Draco Invoke deck profile as well. But keep in mind, guys, I watch a lot of deck profiles of other Yu-Gi tubers, but I will net deck, test out the deck, see how it is, and then make it in my own style. That way I do not copy their deck, because in my opinion, originality, I just love originality at its finest. I always give my complete 100% originality in every one of my decks. Just like everybody thought it was weird that I was running an Upstart Goblin and a Pen Magician FTK, but in my opinion, look, if my FTK is stopped for whatever reason, I'm still going to be drawing into another piece. That way I can make some other plays. But now to spell cards. True Draco Heritages. I only have 2. I'm working on trying to get a 3rd one. But Draco Heritage is also good against the mirror match. It is like really important, guys. You have this card, you will also draw cards, so keep in mind of that. But 3 Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. Good card. Recycles your masterpieces and whatever you need, in my opinion, and you draw a card. Like, awesome card. I'm running 2 Terraformings in this deck profile. I do not have diagrams, but I do run another field spell. That way it runs with this deck very well, guys. This is why I do not play any other cards. This is why this is a pure True Draco build, except for the field spell. 3 Domain of the Monarchs. If you play Domain, you can win the game. Shuts down their extra deck and they will not be able to get around your masterpiece. Guaranteed, unless they have monsters that can get around it. But majority of decks these days rely on their extra deck hard. I apologize for the coughing. I'm still sick, but I'm doing this deck profile for you guys. And I also play 3 Spellbook of Secrets, 2 Spellbook of Knowledge, 2 Potted Dualities. I was going to run 3, but I'm like right now I'm actually running this deck, guys, at 41 cards. So keep in mind, I decided not to run 42 because that's just how it is. I couldn't find my other Potted Duality also, but it runs well as it is anyways. 1 Monster Reborn, because why not? 1 Soul Charge. And last but not least, the new ultra rare Monarch Stormforth. That is 20 spells, 13 monsters, guys. Traps, 2 True Draco Apocalypse. Awesome card. Tributed monster. Half the attack and defense of your opponent's monsters. Need I say more? Gives you a field advantage. 1 True King's Return, because I'm still waiting for it to get off the ban list. To get off of limited. Oh, I can't wait till it does. If it does, I hope it does. 2 Monarchs Erupt. Need I say more? This is a skill drain for this deck. You were doing nothing but mainly tributing a lot out of this deck, regardless. If you get 1 or 2 tributes a turn, awesome. As long as you have a tribute summon monster on field like Masterpiece with the Monarchs Erupt, you're Gucci, bro. Like, you're really good, hands down. 2-dimensional barriers, because you want to shut down the extra deck if you cannot get to your Domain of the Monarchs. Point blank, you want to shut down their plays. You want the advantage. You don't want your opponent playing against you. You do not want them to access their extra deck, because that will be able to get around your Masterpiece. And 1 Waterfall Dragon Souls. This card has 2 effects. 1, you can either add a worm type monster from your deck to your hand, or also it says send any number of worm type monsters from your hand and or face up from your field to the graveyard. Draw cards equal to the number of monsters you send to the graveyard plus 1. So keep in mind, that's a draw card in itself. That was 8 trap cards, 13 monsters, 20 spells, 41 cards, guys. Since I made this deck, this is the first time I showed this deck. I have not tested this deck against anybody. But yeah, guys, that was my Diagramless True Draco deck profile. Both, I guess you could say, a little bit of Monarch Spice from the field spell, but and the spell books. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. If you guys have any deck profile requests, feel free to ask. I'll try to do whatever I can to bring you guys deck profiles that you want and need. And it's perfectly fine with me. Just make sure you guys give me like the time to work on it. Because like I said, this True Draco deck profile I constantly work on with the more cards that I get, because I know that Neil has requested for it before, that he would like to see a Cards of Demise deck profile and everything, but I don't have the Cards of Demise yet, so I'm working on that, guys. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. I love you guys. Till next time.